Okay. Hi, Elmo.
Hi, Elmo.
From Elmo's home on Sesame Street. Boy, Elmo's so happy to see all of you. Oh, and guess what? Elmo's friends are going to be joining us too.
This is gonna be lame.
Oh, there's one of Elmo's friends right there. Hello?
Hi, Elmo. Hi, everybody.
That's not Big Bird.
Thank you for joining us.
I don't know who does Big Bird now, but it's not Big Bird.
I'm so excited, Elmo. A town hall.
That guy sounds nothing like Carol Spinney.
Elmo,
Yes?
what's a town hall?
Oh, Big Bird. A town hall is a... Actually, Elmo doesn't know what a town hall is.
Oh. Hey,
Big Bird sounds like he has a
those letters.
bad head cold.
C-N-N. Maybe a town hall is about the alphabet?
Elmo, we're gonna find out, Big Bird. Elmo doesn't want to mess up the town hall.
Yeah, maybe we should call some more friends to help us.
Good idea.
Hey Elmo, hey Big Bird.
Hi, Elmo.
Oh, hi there!
Hi, Dr. Sanjay. Hi, Miss Erica. Oh, Elmo and Big Bird are really excited for the town hall, but, this is a little embarrassing. We don't actually know what a town hall is.
This is lame.
No.
I can't believe we wanted to do this.
Well, you know,
To make fun of COVID.
A chance for people to learn, to ask some questions, and to talk about important topics.
COVID-19. Racism.
Of COVID-19.
This is why I wanted to do it.
White privilege.
Well, actually, Big Bird, we're going to be talking and learning about COVID-19 through the lens of children and through their families. We're going to hear questions from around the United States. We're even going to hear from our friends on Sesame Street. And then our panel of experts will try and answer.
Did you say expert, Dr. Sanjay? Well, it is I, your cute and adorable weather expert, Grover. Now, if you look over here, it will be cold. And cold here also, or maybe hot, one of the two.
Grover, this isn't a town hall about the weather.
It is not?
No, Grover, this town hall is about how families and children can weather the coronavirus.
Oh, I see what you did there. Someone is quite the expert anchor. Weather. Oh, not a problem though. Luckily, I am an expert.
Doesn't sound like Grover either.
I will be back soon to expertly answer all your questions. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Grover. Well, today on the show...
This Zoom format is lame.
COVID is mostly BS.
Introduce the show, please.
Of course you can. Elmo.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Elmo hopes his daddy set up the table before we...
Ah, man, an hour of this. Shit.
Enjoy your breakfast, Elmo.
So while Elmo eats his breakfast, we should get started. This is the ABCs of COVID-19, a CNN and Sesame Street special.
You were talking about doing this for like a couple of days now.
Hi everyone, I'm Erica.
I'm already
along with
bored.
my friends Dr. Sanjay Gupta and Big Bird. And today we're going to discuss COVID-19 and its effect on children and families.
Erica, Dr. Sanjay, I have a question.
Well, that's great, Big Bird, because that's exactly why we're here, why we're having this family town hall about COVID-19.
Oh, that's my question. That's it.
What is?
Well, you said COVID-19. Well, what is COVID-19? Is it just a bunch of letters and numbers?
That's such a great question, Big Bird. Those letters and numbers reference something that's making people sick. You know, you may have also heard it called the coronavirus.
Oh, yeah. Is the coronavirus why we have to stay at home?
Yep, that's right, Big Bird. COVID-19 has become a
Fuck you
pandemic,
guys.
and that means it's spread to large numbers of people all over the world. But there are scientists and doctors and nurses around the world who are working really hard to help people and protect us as well.
And
They're
there are
working
also
really
people,
hard to
all of us,
enslave us.
adults, children, monsters, and big birds Things we can all do to protect ourselves, to protect others.
Guys left out
and to help each other.
grouches.
And that's
How
why we're
very,
having this call to answer questions
uninclusive
and
of
also
you.
Big Bird to reassure everyone.
Because we're all in this together.
That's right, Big Bird, we are.
No, we're
next
not.
question
All in
comes
this
from
together,
children
sure.
All across the country, and it's a question I'm sure Big Bird and all his friends on Sesame Street want to know the answer to as well.
When will this be over? We want to see
Never.
our friends. Why do we have to stay away from people but not our family? When will all of us go back to school? When can I go to the park again?
I know.
Yeah, things will never go back to normal.
Sorry. Let's talk about it with one of our friends who
Doing
knows
this
lot
for a
about this
fucking
as well.
year.
Dr. Lena Wen. She is the former Baltimore City Health Commissioner, an emergency room physician, and a new mom as well. Congratulations on your baby, Dr. Wen. I get this question all the time, Lena. I'm sure you do as well. And what I typically tell people is that we don't know when it's going to be over. Wish we did, but that's the honest answer. But it is going to be over. It's not going to last forever. And one of the things that's really important for everybody, kids and adults, is to...
Yeah, because as soon as the vaccine for COVID-19 came out, then we had all these new strains from Great Britain and Africa come onto the scene, and oh, we gotta worry about these now.
And doctors have even said you can't stop wearing the mask and social distancing after you get the vaccine.
All of our friends from Sesame Street. I have two kids. I have a baby, Sanjay, as you mentioned, who's just 3 weeks old. I also have a 2.5-year-old who is itching to play with its friends and go back to preschool.
Play with its friends? You called your child an it?
You called your child an it? How very dehumanizing. This is why gender language is stupid.
From getting the virus, but preventing ourselves from getting the virus, we're also helping to keep everyone around us healthy too. So that's how we can all be in this together and fight this virus together.
And then hopefully we can get it through it more quickly, right? We have so many great questions this morning, Dr. Wen. We got the same question from two friends in very different places. 7-year-old Lucy from Alexandria, Virginia, and 9-year-old Julian in Ukraine. Take a listen.
Will it be okay to go swimming in swimming pools this summer? Can COVID-19 spread through water?
Apparently it can, because our swimming pool has been closed all year.
If I swim in it.
What a great
Fucking
question,
stupid.
Dr. Wen. Can we?
So no, you cannot. So this new virus, this new coronavirus that causes COVID-19, it's not spread through water. So you're not going to get it from swimming in the pool or from swimming in the ocean.
Then why was our
The
swimming
problem,
pool
though,
shut
is
down?
If there are other people around you at the pool or other people very close to you in the ocean, you could get the new coronavirus from them. And so for now,
If they
it's
have
best to not go to a public swimming pool where there are a lot of people who could potentially spread the
This
virus.
is so
But if you have a pool
stupid.
in your backyard, or something like that you can play there with your family members in your house, you can definitely safely use that pool.
Hey everybody, look, it's Abby Cadabby.
Not in some areas. In New York, people can't go swimming in their own private
My friend
pools.
has another question.
Their neighbors will turn them in, and it's the same here in California, too. Bullshit.
Oh, good question, James. I'm glad you asked that. What does the coronavirus look like? Well, I raided my kid's toy closet to try and show you this. So here's what the coronavirus might look like, a sort of blob, but that's the virus. And now the word corona actually means crown. So there's the crown that goes on top of it. There, James, is a little bit of what the coronavirus looks like.
They couldn't.
You can't see it. It's invisible.
Come on, you guys could have, like, printed out a graphic of what it is.
Something like this, and these are the little proteins on top of the
And
crown.
notice how, like, they called Corona a crown? Corona is the crown jewel of the globalist
Our
movement.
next question comes to us from twins, 6-year-old twins, Bryce and Brody. from
Think about
San
that. They called the Corona, they said Corona is the crown, and Corona is the crown jewel of the Great Reset.
Kill the coronavirus in your body if you swallow it.
This is great. We know how important it is to wash your hands well with soap and water, but obviously, Dr. Wen, you shouldn't drink it or swallow it.
That's exactly right, Erica, and I hope that the twins and everyone who's
This
watching
is so
will help us
lame.
to spread that message. Do not drink
Yeah, but I
soap
wanted to do
or
this to
detergent
mock
or bleach or
Sesame
anything
Street
that
and
you or
CNN
your
and their
parents
town hall and
use
the
to clean
COVID.
your house.
That's why I
Don't
wanted to do
that.
this.
I'm an ER doctor, and in the ER, I've seen kids come in who get very sick from drinking these things. These are very dangerous
But wait a
things
minute.
to drink. So
Previously,
do
you
not
guys
drink
said
them
that
or
kids
eat
don't
soap
get
or
sick from
anything
the
like that.
coronavirus.
No, she's talking about things like drinking soap.
And wash your hands
Oh,
very
right.
well with soap and water.
You weren't
That's because
listening.
the coronavirus, as
Some kid
Dr.
asked
was
if
saying, is this
they
very
can drink
small
soap to get rid of the coronavirus inside their body. And so this lady says, don't do it. You weren't listening.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Well, these are little kids, so of course they ask some stupid questions.
My friend Rosita, who lives on Sesame Street, has a question. Go ahead, Rosita.
Hola, everyone. I'm at home with my mommy, papi, and my abuela, my grandmother. And I've been feeling frustrated because I see families and friends playing and going outside. But my papi says we have to stay inside and take special care to keep everyone in my family healthy.
You can't stay healthy if you stay inside all the time.
And I can't. It's not fair.
I hear that a lot. It's not fair.
Shame on those people who are going outside.
For everybody. One thing to keep in mind is
It's
that there are
mostly the
people who are going
elites.
around outside because they're helping keep the country running. They're helping all of us. They're transporting food, they're transporting packages, they're taking care
You
of
guys
people
all
in
suck.
hospitals, all that sort of stuff. But the reason you stay inside is because you don't want to get the virus, even if you don't know it, and accidentally bring it back to your house and to your abuela and possibly get somebody sick. So Rosita, when we say that we're doing this to keep ourselves healthy, we're actually all in it together, just like Dr. Wen mentioned.
No, we're not. We're not all in
Keep
this
yourself
together.
healthy, and if you stay home,
We're all in
keep
this
other
together as a
people healthy
fucking
as well.
lie.
So I know it's tough though, Dr. Wen. I'm sure you have these conversations as well with people.
That's right, and it is really hard, but we are doing this for each other. So the best thing that you can do, 3 things: wash your hands really well, and even more than you usually do. The second thing is to, if you're going to be sneezing or coughing, sneeze and cough into your sleeve so that you don't spread the germs to other people. And then the third and most important thing, as Sanjay was saying, is keep your distance and keep yourself safe, and that way you're keeping those that you love, your family members, your friends, and everyone around you healthy and safe too.
Yeah,
That
right.
hard part, right? And I know we're all seeing it in our own houses with our own kids and our own families and neighbors as well. But as you all point out, it's so important because the healthier we keep ourselves now, the sooner we can be reunited. Because as Sanjay said, this will all come to an end, as we know. Our
No,
next
it won't.
question comes to us
The
from
government's having
Soha
too
in
much
Fremont,
fun
California.
dictating what we can and can't do.
How do you think coronavirus started? I know it started in China, but how do you think it started to get people sick?
Such a great question, Dr. Lena. How did it start to get people sick?
Well, this is a new virus. This is a virus
Pretty
that's been
shameful
around
that you
only
guys
for
are
about
using
4 or 5
children for your
months, and so we're still
propaganda.
finding out a lot about it.
What great
And
little
what we know
Nazis
about
you
this new
are.
coronavirus is that it's part of a family of viruses.
I just
called
want to point out
coronavirus.
that
And there are
Hitler
other
was the
viruses in this
first,
family that we know very
or maybe
well
it was,
that cause the
I
common
think it was
cold that
Hitler.
probably
But
all of
Hitler
us
was
have
the
gotten
first
at
person to
some point in our
popularize
lives.
using the
The
youth.
scientists and doctors, the best scientists and
At
doctors
least
around the world
at least
are finding
on
out a lot more
television.
about this virus. And what we know is
So
that
it's
it
pretty
causes
shameful that you
symptoms
guys are
very
doing
similar
this.
to the cold and the flu, but we're still learning more about how it all got started in the first place.
And I thought I might just take that opportunity to show you again that if this is the virus, Dr. Wen and Erica were just talking about this, but this is the corona, which means crown. That's where it gets its name. That's not what it really looks like, but it's pretty good. And keep in mind again, even though you can't see this because it's so small, it's out there.
You guys
And that's why
couldn't
you wash
prove a
your hands and do all
ground.
those things that we're talking about. But this is something
Yeah,
that
that's
gives
pretty
you a good
lame.
idea when you're trying to picture what this is, the corona and the virus there. Let's check in with Grover. Grover, how you doing? You're back?
The crown
Great
virus.
to see you up there.
Hello there. My pal Sam from Chappaqua, New York has a question that is out of this world. Sam would like to know if the coronavirus can exist in outer space. Whoa, 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 whoa!
I did not expect that question. Lynn, I don't know about you, but the kids ask the best questions sometimes. You know, the questions that adults maybe want to ask, but maybe a little embarrassed to ask. Here's the good news. I guess the virus really can't exist in outer space.
Well, neither can we without special suits.
Has to have a home. The coronavirus has to have a home. So it usually lives in animals or lives in humans, and we can't live in outer space unless we have special machines and stuff like that. So just by itself, I think I'm right on this, Dr. Wen, but I don't think the virus can live up there.
I mean, I guess if there's an astronaut who has the virus and can bring it to outer space, maybe it can exist in outer space. But you're right, Sanjay, and you're also right that I didn't think about this question until Sam and Grover asked it.
The kids do ask the best questions, and Grover helps too. We have time for one more question right now. This one is from another set of twins, Milo and Levi. They sent it in from Brooklyn, New York.
Why do you want us to go away? Why is the virus taking a long time to go away?
Why is the virus taking a long
Is one of them a girl
time
or
to go
Milo and
away?
Levi?
I don't
Another
know.
important question that adults have too, Sanjay.
No question. I mean,
It's taking a long time to go away because of all the fear mongering.
And it may now.
That's
be
why
here
it's
for a
taking a
while.
long time to go away.
What's going to happen is we're going to get better as human beings at dealing with it, but the virus itself may stay for a while. There's viruses that have come, long time ago and are still with us, but we develop new medicines, vaccines, and we learn how to deal with the virus. What do you think, Dr. Lena?
Yeah, I mean, the best scientists and doctors in the world are working on getting a vaccine to prevent us from getting the virus and to treat this
You
virus.
still gotta
too.
wear the
But we have to
mask.
remember there are things that we can
So
do
what's the
to
point of
keep
the
virus
vaccine?
away and to fight it together. And I think that's really important because we can all do something today, and that's to prevent the spread of the virus from one person to another so that we're keeping everybody safe.
That's right. That's how it starts to slowly filter
Contact
down. Dr.
tracing.
Lena,
That's how you
stay
keep
right there.
everybody
We're gonna get
safe.
more help from you in just a moment.
Okay, we have a lot more questions to get to.
A lot of you have seen your parents probably wearing masks lately. So I'm going to help you understand why. Plus, Elmo and I are going to show you how to make your own mask at home.
Oh,
Masks
I hope
do
you
not
brought enough
work.
fabric to cover this beak.
We'll make sure there are plenty of extra bandanas, Big Bird. But before we do all that,
Bandanas.
Oscar Grouch wants to tell everyone about the perks of social distancing.
Oscar the Grouch here to tell you to stay home. I don't want to see your smiling face. I don't want to smell your pretty perfume. I don't want to be anywhere near you. Hey, this social distancing thing is kind of a Grouch's dream. Anyway, for everyone's sake, just stay home, will ya? Oh yeah, and while you're at it, have a rotten day.
I think that's the whole point behind social distancing and quarantine, is so that we have rotten days. A CNN Townhall Communist News Network. A Communist News Network Town Hall for parents and
I'm Erica
children.
Hill, and I'm here with my friend, Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
Oh, and look at that. Joining us
Oh,
again, fresh from eating his
wait, wasn't
breakfast.
he the guy that went to that party in Miami while telling people that they had to stay home in quarantine? Fuck you, dude.
Wonderful. Elmo has cereal with bananas. Oh, and then Elmo brushed his teeth.
He looked different in his social media posts,
Sounds like
though.
a very healthy routine. That's great. Elmo, it's important to have a daily
Yeah,
routine,
this is the
especially
guy
in
that said
challenging
that we
times
have to
like these.
quarantine, but then went to Miami and was seen with like a bunch of college and high school senior girls. So, good job, Dr. Gupta. Your hypocrisy is well done.
Lots of people wearing masks outside, but it's not Halloween. So why are people wearing costumes?
Well, those aren't costumes, Elmo.
It's not Halloween. Why are people wearing costumes?
And the reason they're wearing masks like this is to protect people in public from their germs and things like that. They don't want to
Because
spread
that's what a
their
good
germs.
citizen
These masks can
does.
help with that.
Wear your mask.
Oh, so the masks help us.
Yes, the masks
No,
are
not really.
to prevent
Masks
you
are
from spreading
useless.
germs, even as you just breathe.
Oh.
Be afraid of the air.
Elmo should wear a mask outside around the...
Well, Elmo, how old are you?
Elmo's 3.5.
Well, then yes, Elmo, you should wear a mask. Children under 2 years old do not need to wear a mask, but children older than 2 years old should wear a mask when they're out in public and they're around people. You might wear a mask that looks something like this. This is one that my daughter actually made for me. What do you think?
Oh, that's wonderful.
Looks like
She did a
underwear.
great job. Oh, Elmo wants to make a mask too.
But you can, Elmo.
Oh, but Elmo can't make a mask, Dr. Sanjay. Elmo doesn't know how to sew. Elmo's only 3.5, remember?
Well, Elmo, you don't need to sew to make a mask. You can easily
This is
make
really
one. You can
stupid.
decorate your
But
own
that's why I
mask with
wanted to
items
do
you
it.
have in your house. In fact, you want
But you want to react to the whole thing?